treating the campaign for education as a political tool for shaming through statistics. These are not just numbers. For every child allowed to roam the streets, 10 others in schools are threatened by the desperate choices this child may make in the future. We must learn from our specialists and scholars and work together to neutralize this threat to our society. And I fully endorse the propositions by Senator Adetumbi that the task of the development agencies should be tailored largely towards addressing the issue of education in the country. As the steward of the nation, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is leading the charge to reform the institution tasked with overcoming the ideologies and inadequacies that have frustrated universal education in Nigeria. The lack of autonomy of local governments, which are responsible for delivering primary education, has created significant financial hindrances in aligning administrative units with our educational agenda. However, the recent Supreme Court judgment empowering local government councils to control their resources brings government closer to the people. It provides new hope for our educational initiatives. And as a governor, as a former governor, I won't join in gloating and insulting the governors that they have been castrated from having access to local government funds. Far from it, we need to align with the governors and see that the educational needs of our children are catered for. The local government autonomy should not be abused. It should be used as a fulcrum, as a window, as an avenue for addressing needs at the grassroots level. And without the partnership between the federal government, the state governments, and the local government, very little can be accomplished. Just 15, 20 years ago, local governments were not paying the salaries of primary school teachers and even health workers. So we have to put a mechanism in place to safeguard the interests of our core workers in the local government system. Beyond making education universally free, our experience shows that incentivizing is the most practical gateway before us. This is why all of us, across all levels and branches of government, must join this campaign to educate the nation. The realities we inherited demand urgent action to ensure that education is not only accessible, but also desirable for every Nigerian child, fostering long-term national development. Many primary and secondary school-aged children are still not attending or completing their education, and a large portion of the youth population lacks basic literacy skills, with notable gender disparities. This is what we must overcome. The last riots bore testimony to the fact that we have our job cut out for us. In the north, from Kano to Maiduguri, to Kaduna, to Katsina, the preponderant number of the protesters were children below the age of 14. It's sad. It goes beyond social media rantings, no. It shows the breakdown of the family system, where parents do not have the gumption to call their kids to order. A girl child will go out in the morning, come out in the evening with a bag of rice, a bag of maize, and a gallon of vegetable oil. The father will not have the audacity to ask her why she has been all this while. He will rather say, "May God bless you, my daughter." We have very dysfunctional family system, especially in the north, that we need to frontally address. It's not about shaming through statistics. It's about addressing our core challenges of underdevelopment. And education holds the key. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the son of a peasant, through the tool of education, can within a generation become a celebrated icon. All of us here were products of the public school system. Erelu BC Payemi, as I mentioned, but she came to Nigeria to attend the University of Ife. Otumba Ni Adebayo is of patrician stock. His father once held sway throughout the 6 states of Western Nigeria. He wasn't born in Amsterdam. He was born in Oyin Ekiti and attended the University of Lagos. We can mention names. The chief of staff who is absent. The history of his family is intertwined with the history of Nigeria and of Lagos, the Bajabia Millers. But where did he go for his Western education? He drank from the deep Western spring at the University of Lagos. Many of us here, this pretty lady seated here, her father was a senator. She attended the University of Lagos, not Harvard. People were coming from far and near to drink from the Western spring at Ibadan some 30 years ago. University of Ibadan was rated as one of the best universities in the world. It's not about lamenting about our past or about our present. It's about finding solutions to our core challenges. Bolaji Abdullahi, Senator Adetumbi, and BC Payemi made some very profound observations that we need to really put into the system. And in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we have a leader that we can invest our trust in. I'm not playing politics, I'm speaking from the heart. I have seen the soul of Bola Tinubu, and he has a good soul. He means well for the nation. He wants to live in a place of glory. He is not in power to engage in primitive capital accumulation, no. He is in power to leave landmarks in the sands of time. He's the most demonized politician in Nigeria. The first time I went to his house at Bodilon, the Lord of the Bodilon, I was looking forward to see a mansion comparable to a Buckingham Palace, with gardens, with swimming pools, with leaves, and it was an anticlimax. When I went to the house on the Bodilon, where the Lord of the Bodilon holds court, I saw a derelict colonial structure struggling to wear the looks of modernity. There was nothing special about that house. My house in Maiduguri is better than the house on the Bodilon. And at the formative stage of the APC, we held a meeting in his house. They served us varieties of meals, but he opted to take gari with groundnut for lunch. Is this the acquisitive monster that they were painting him out to be? No. And since I have known him, he has been using only one wristwatch. And in fact, I dress better than him. He doesn't even care. He has overcome all those urges to dress well. So we need to rally around this poor man. He has taken some bold steps. The economy that we made was in a huge mess. But it wasn't for us. We were part of the Buhari administration. We cannot deny that. We belong to the same political family. It's not about apportioning blame, but it's about finding solutions to our nation's needs. We knew there are challenges. Forget about the politics being played by the Atiku Abubakars and the obedient crowd. No, they all said they are going to withdraw the fuel subsidy. The president had the courage, the political courage, and the willpower to take far-reaching decisions. And it always comes at a price. It's the parturition process. When a woman is about to give birth, it's a very painful process. But after the child has come forth, it's cause for celebration. I believe that posterity will be very kind to this poor man. He has taken far-reaching decisions. And the economy, we have crossed the Rubicon. The economy is now on a path to sustain growth. Our oil, we are now exporting about 1.7 million barrels of oil per day. The naira is stabilizing against the dollar. And the food security crisis that confronted us, we cannot divorce ourselves from the realities in the global space. It's not a localized phenomenon, but ours was further compounded by the security challenges in the traditional food basket of the country, the North, Central, and the Northwest. But the security issues will be addressed, and be rest assured that in the coming months, Nigerians will see a sea change in their fortunes. I want to urge all of us to rally around this poor man. And I often tell those who view the set of education as a conspiracy against the poor that the so-called elite of political class they criticize, as I said earlier, are mostly people of their own stock, people from the poorest of the poor. So, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as we gather here today, I invite all of us to celebrate my sister, my friend, Professor MODUPE ADELABU, who has learned to carry her poverty with dignity. And by distributing the book for free, it's a testimony to the fact that she is truly a princess. Thank you so much, and may God bless us all.
Thank you very much. We will take the national anthem in a bit, but the rest of us will remain seated after the national anthem.
Thank you all. His Excellency the Vice President and members of his entourage will take leave of us, and the rest of us will remain in the hall. The program continues. The program continues. We'll have our chief launcher at some point come to the microphone so that pledges that have been made will be made public. Please, only members of the Vice President's entourage and their excellencies, all others should please remain. Every other person, please, your excellencies, all very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please remain indoor in the hall here. Remember, everybody will get a free copy. Everyone will get a free copy of the book. So please, can we just remain seated as we await the distribution of the books? Shall we please remain seated while the ushers and members of the planning committee should please ensure that everyone gets a copy. Everyone gets a copy, and it's been said it's going to be free copy for everyone in the hall here. I thank you very much. Ben?
Please, let's be seated. Let's be seated, please. We want to thank the Vice President for the honor. As he takes his leave, the rest of us will be seated. I'm sure Mr. Chairman will help us to coordinate a little later. Please, let's be seated, please. Please, can we be seated? Thank you very much. We are going to invite in a few minutes a chief launcher who will help us coordinate and invite others who are going to be in the business of buying the books for us. I know the book is not on sale, but even in Freetown, I'm sure somebody pays for the food. So there are some of us here who will be doing this. In a few minutes, we'll get the chief launcher to join us here, and we'll invite the other launchers to go on. Please put your hands together for him as he approaches. Thank you very much, sir. Did they give you the list? We have. Let me check up. Where's the list?
Okay, please, please can we be seated? Let's invite other co-launchers to come and launch this wonderful piece of intellectual property. May I invite the former Director General of NIMASA, Dr. Dakuku Pitiside, or his representative. May I also invite Dr. Tunji Olowolafe, Chairman of DOE Projects, Mr. John Olajide, Chairman of Car Vista Holidays, Dr. Supo Olusi, MD of Bank of Industry, Mrs. Dayo Ben Lanii, Mandate Secretary of FCT, Mr. Julius Rone, Chairman of UTM FLNG, and Engineer Felix Ogbe, Executive Secretary, Nigerian Content Development Monitoring Board. Dr. Peterside, Dr. Dakuku Peterside, former Director General of the MASA, May I repeat again? May I repeat myself again? Let me call others who were invited as co-launchers. Dr. Dakuku Peterside, okay, he's on his way. Dr. Supo Olusi, Managing Director of Bank of Industry. The Executive Secretary, Nigerian Content Development Monitoring Board. Engineer Felix Ogbe. What's the process? Okay.
I'm sure we'll invite the former DG.
Who? Of where? Former DG of where? Yes, yes, Dakuku. For lunch.
For lunch.
You don't need to. If you talk, you need to security.
No.
You just say we pledge. You can't say it. Me, I'm a businessman. I can say it's for you. You cannot. I know. So give him the mic.
Yes. No, sir. I think you. The book is even local content too, sir. Sir, the book is local content.
I discussed with my brother ES local content. He will speak on our behalf. 100, drop 100.
I want to pledge. I have my own there.
Yes.
I won't say it out. You know how many people.
Don't say that.
All right, thank you very much. ES has dropped his own.
Don't say
I will
that.
also drop my own immediately.
So everything is
You know,
okay.
I have a stake in PROF's.
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for them. They've
Call this man. Find out whether he's here or his representative. This one should drop big money.
Well, Your Excellency, the former Minister of Sports. Sir, I think two of you should just come. I think two of you should just come. Sir.
Since you are my senior, you should donate on my behalf.
The two ministers, sir. No, sir.
I don't have to announce a number, do I? Okay. So, okay. All right. Should I use this mic? All right. Thank you very much and good afternoon. I'm glad to be part of this occasion. Like the president normally says, the greatest tool against poverty is education. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The greatest tool against poverty is education. Late President of South Africa, Nelson Mandela. Today, through Professor's book, we know clearly that the greatest tool against poverty, the greatest weapon against poverty is education. So I'll be taking a couple of the books. I'll take 12 of them for schools in Ogbomoso or in Oyo State. And I will not announce the sum. I'll whisper to the MC so that it's an IOU and I'll pay it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for him. He whispered it, but it was loud. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate you. We are still taking a few pledges or donations. If you have filled out the pledge forms, the pledge cards, please, ushers, can you collect them for us, please? Ushers, help us collect the pledge cards. Ushers, please, can you collect them and bring? If you want to say something about your card, you trust it enough, let's have it. Should I announce?
From former governor of Osun State.
Should I announce? Should I announce? You want to announce? Yes. Should I announce? I should announce. Okay. Well, if you check the pledge cards, you will also see the account number there clearly written. We have C.H. Oluyemi Eson. Thank you very much, giving us the sum of 50,000 naira. Thank you. We also have Chief and Chief Mrs. Paul Owosheni, the sum of 100,000 naira. Thank you very much. Also, Prince Dr. Ologusoye Onilola. Thank you very much, sir. He has given us a sum of 200,000 naira. Thank you. Please, ushers, help us collect the pledge forms for those who want them announced so we can do that quickly. In a few minutes, we'll go to the chairman who will help us with the closing remarks. But before then, please, our pledge forms. Well, Mandate Secretary, Women Affairs of the FCT, strong woman, strong voice, strong activist, Dr. She has said we should she will deliver it. Thank you very much. When she says she delivers, please put your hands together for her. Ma, I think you should come and say something small, please. Please put your hands together for her. She's here. She should say something.
Thank you very much. Today I stand here on behalf of the mandate secretary representations, the 10 mandates of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, with our sister, the double mandate secretary on health and environment, Dr. ADEOLA. And we, in our contribution, will be doing it as a family matter, and definitely one that celebrates a mother of mothers who has raised a daughter more than others. Thank you, congratulations to the ADELABU family and to everyone here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let me also tell you that that family matter has been resolved. Please put your hands together for her. Thank you very much, ma. We appreciate you. Please, ushers, can you help us with the pledge forms, please? Ushers, can you be within network coverage area, please? Ushers, can we have you here, please? Share and collect the pledge cards so we can have them announced quickly. Ushers, can you return the pledge cards, please? Just pass them to our ushers. Don't take them home. Igbo, yeah. Well, we are still taking pledge forms. If you have filled out any, our ushers, you can collect and return. We have from the President's School Debate, Nigeria. Should I announce the name? Should I announce the name? Chairman? Okay. The President's School Debate, Nigeria is led by Chairman Honorable Usman Mohammed. We also have Elder Dare Ovitu, and they have given us for 4 copies 200,000 naira. Please put your hands together for them. 200,000 naira. Please, if you fill out our pledge forms, you can return them to the ushers. We have for 5 copies, Solomon Ogumbusola has given us the sum of 500,000 naira. 500,000 naira. Thank you very much. We have also Ababatunde Ayeni for 2 copies. Has given us the sum of 1 million naira. Please put your hands together for that. See that woman in purple. See that woman wearing purple. She's going. She's wearing purple gown. We appreciate all the mandate secretaries, all the heads of departments from the FCTA, all directors here present. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you, mandate secretaries, for sending representation. Should I announce? I can announce? Okay. We have distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, from Olushade Adeshola, speaking 2 copies for the sum of 250,000 naira. Please put your hands together. 250,000 naira. Also here we have from Ambassador Dr. Eniola Ajayi for 2 copies, the sum of 100,000 naira. they are by that corner there. That corner there. Ushers, please, can you help us pick the pledge cards? Ushers, help us pick the pledge cards, please. Ushers, please help us pick the pledge cards. Return them if no usher is coming to notice you. Just come so I can popularize your donation. Ushers, please continue to share the pledge cards and retrieve them so we can announce. Thank you very much, the former Minister of Sports, a veteran in the field, a successful politician, and one also who's very loyal to his boss. Thank you, sir. We have a few more. From Adekunle A. Onyiloye, we have the sum of 100,000 naira for one copy. Yeye Bumi Dikpo Salami, the sum of 250,000 naira for 10 copies. We have also with us here from Dr. Julius Rone, OFR, the sum of 10 million naira. Please put your hands together for him. Ladies and gentlemen, please, let's get the announcements. Let's get the donations coming. Let's hear your donations. If nobody gave you a pledge form, you can just come here. I promise I'll announce it. Well done. Thank you very much. Please, let's quickly make more announcements as we go. Ushers, please help us with the pledge forms. Ushers, collect them. And there are people around here who have not gotten pledge forms. Please go and give them, and let's retrieve the pledge forms. Let's also help to distribute the books. A lot of people have paid here. Please give them room to collect the books. Ushers, can we have pledge forms, please?
He promised 10 copies for 500,000.
Yes.
So I might send the money.
Okay, see the account.
Okay, where is it?
It's on the.
I don't know. I was okay.
The account is on it. Yes, sir.
The number I will call to say I've sent it. Whose number is I'm going to call? I need to forward the receipt to somebody.
Okay.
The alarm. Yes.
Thank you very much. Please, if you need pledge forms, I have some here, pledge cards. If you want to make the donations without announcing it, you can come.
The money's been sent in. Yeah, for 5 copies, OAU even.
All right.
Don't mention it.
I shouldn't mention the amount.
Don't mention it.
Okay, but that's the point where they give the books. That corner there. That's where you collect your books.
No, let me just collect it.
Okay. That's the point.
Where do I?
All right, we have a donation here from the Vice Chancellor, OAU, and he has said we should not announce. But it's something very huge and something worth the while. OAU, 5 books. Thank you very much. Please, those in charge of distribution of books, can we have your attention, please? Ushers, we are still collecting pledges. If you take the pledge form. Heavily to. Hello, madam. It's finished. This one's have been filled now. Hello. Are they pledge? Where are the ushers? Ushers, can you please make pledge forms available, please? Ushers, we need pledge forms. Ushers, we need pledge forms. You want to announce? We need pledge forms here, please. Pledge forms. Please, we have pledge forms. We have pledge forms. We are doing this donation while the photo ops is going on. If you want to be remembered in history, you can join and take a picture. If you want to be remembered for a good thing, take a pledge form and donate to this cause. You can write a check immediately. We can cash it right here, right now. Photographers, please control this area. Control this area. Please, those in charge of books, come. If you need a pledge form, we have pledge forms here. Ma, you need pledge form? Ma, please, those in charge of books, can you approach the stage, please? Those in charge of the book distribution, can you come this way, please? Those in charge of books, can you redeem your own part of the pledge? Please, those who have collected the pledge forms, can you bring them here, please, so we can announce, please? Please, those in charge of the pledge forms, can you return them when the ones that have been filled out? Can you bring them, please? Ushers. Sir? Ladies and gentlemen, from Prince Adebumi AA, he has given us the sum of 25,000 naira. Thank you very much. We also have from the Ekiti State House of Assembly. Earlier we saw the speaker, and we are proud of you for coming all the way to support us, and they've given the sum of 1 million naira. Please put your hands together. All right, we also have the rector, Ekiti State Polytechnic. He has given us the sum of 1 million naira. Okay. Also with us here, Dr. AJMB Martins, the sum of 50,000 naira. Akpalara Wole Adewumi, the sum of 20,000 naira. Also here, we have Dr. Ibrahim Wada OON, the sum of 200,000 naira. Also here we have Dr. Osamwede Ojo. He has given us, he says a pledge. We have to call him to know how much he's pledging. Here Akintola Folashade has given us 25,000 naira. Honorable Toyin Ojo, the sum of 100,000 naira for 5 copies. Also here is John Oyeni Aino, the sum of 10,000 naira. We have Dr. Soji Femi Oyewo, the sum of 100,000 naira. Thank you very much. Please, we are taking all your pledges now, and we need to, if you still need pledge forms, I have them here. If you need pledge forms, please.
There's always been a back.
If you need pledge forms, please. Pledge forms, come and collect. Pledge forms. Pledge forms. It doesn't have to be a pledge. You can redeem it immediately. Just make sure the account number is on the pledge card in case you want to do transfers immediately. Those in charge of the books, please, can you approach the stage so we can collect them here? Those in charge of books, can you approach the stage, please? Let's have the books here, please. Those handling book distribution, we have collected. Please give them the book. Please, those in charge of book distribution, can we come to the stage so that people who are pledging can receive their books, please? Well, we still have here from Dr. Adeyeye John Abiodun for 2 copies, the sum of 250,000 naira. And we have also here from Oshato Imbo Margaret, the sum of 20,000 naira. Thank you. Isa Koleri, the sum of 200,000 naira. We're still taking donations. You can take a pledge from here. We have Adejuwon Lolu, the sum of 50,000 naira. Honorable Mosumola Tunji Saliu, the sum of 100,000 naira. And Dr. Folake Olumojobi, the sum of 500,000 naira. Thank you. We have Olaniyo Morenike, the sum of 10,000 naira.
Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the program continues, but we need to bring a finality to what we're doing in terms of announcements and the rest of it. It's been a wonderful day to be part of history. On behalf of Ben and myself, we want to thank you all for the opportunity to serve the nation. Please get a copy, not just a copy. Get copies for institutions, get copies for your various libraries, and read them and make a pledge to contribute to the growth of education in Nigeria. Have a wonderful day in Abuja. Have a great day building a better Nigeria. God bless you. Have a good day. Ben?
Well, thank you very much. Continue to donate, continue to make your pledges. And as Auntie Moji has said, please don't just use these books to decorate your shelves. Read them as we together build the nation. Thank you very much. constituency with this program.